Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is obviously a little bit different of a setup than the usual.
We're in a hotel.
We're in a hotel.
If you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 beds in this hotel, which is, you can't see the other one over here, but they were like,
we're gonna use this one
they're
for
gonna
dirty
need
things,
2 beds.
and that one to sleep in.
We are up in LA for IMATS, but we're actually not going to IMATS because it is sold out and we couldn't get tickets. So we're just like up here for meetings and all the fun shit around IMATS.
Poor planning.
Fuck you, IMATS. I thought this video would be fun considering I've never really properly introduced my husband to you guys. Although you all probably know who he is from Snapchat, Instagram. He's made it like his job to infiltrate every social media channel that I have because we have fun together.
That's not my job, actually.
No, it's not your job, but you've made it.
I have a lot of other jobs.
We put up a Q&A and you guys decided what questions you wanted to ask us, so we're gonna go through a few of these. I have 168 comments on my Instagram post and Ryan has 53, so he's gonna refresh. Oh, yeah, still 53.
Now
You're first.
Now I'm gonna have lipstick on my face. God.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Go ahead with your first question.
This one comes from I Hate People's Feelings, and he asked...
With a V.
Yeah, with a V. He asked, how did you guys meet? That's an easy one. We met on Facebook. Yeah, super creepy and weird, but it's not as creepy as it sounds. I solicited Kristen to model for a company that I used to own, and you know, she said, don't pay me, I want half your company. And I thought that was pretty funny. And,
but I was fucking serious.
Yeah, but she was actually serious, I think.
Except now I own 100% of you. How long have you 2 dated before you got engaged?
Who asked
Let me try that again. By Sierra Lau. How long have you 2 dated before you got engaged? So we dated for a year before we got engaged, and the only reason was because Ryan didn't want to tell his friends and family that we were engaged when it had been such short of a time. He was worried about what people thought, so he didn't want to do it sooner than that. But I was kind of annoyed by that because we really wanted to we knew we wanted to marry each other before that, and you just were like, well, a year is a good time, but we both knew he was just trying to do kind of like the right thing, not to get like shit on about it, I think. So,
yeah. Graveyard Dancing asks, would you guys ever want children?
Is it a man from the Dominican Republic offering me a child? Because I would say yes.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the kid like? I mean, how old is the kid?
How well behaved is...
Do we just have to take one of your kids, or are you offering both?
I will take one in 4 years.
1, maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Okay, so farfan._ says, would you dye your children's hair? The answer is yes. If my children were interested in having their hair colored, abso-fucking-lutely. When doctors tell you when you're pregnant not to dye your hair and stuff, they don't mean semi-permanent colors. They mean like permanent colors that need developer to process. So yes, the answer is yes. If my child wanted their hair colored, I would do that.
Our kids aren't gonna want colored hair. They're
probably gonna be so
they're gonna
cool,
be like,
and
wow.
We're gonna just be lame.
Wow, man-child, grow up.
You're so immature, Mom.
Get a real job, okay? A lot of people asking about the kids. We're not having kids anytime soon, just to get that out of the way. We will adopt all of you. You can be our children, and we will live vicariously through your achievements. You can take care of us when we're old and incontinent. Amber Baca Makeup asks, what's the most embarrassing, mortifying thing you've ever done in front of each other?
I've got one. At our wedding, Ryan handed me his right hand to put the ring on.
Yeah.
And my mom screamed from the crowd, wrong hand!
I'm like, And no, and she literally was putting the ring on that finger and it wouldn't fit, and we're like, wow.
I kind of thought in my head too, I was like, okay, think about this. Is that even the right hand? Because you have so much shit going through your head when you're getting married. I'm sure you know if you've been married or you are married.
I just was thinking, God, I'm puffy in this tropical location.
Is that the right hand? Think about this. And then other things flooded to my mind and I couldn't even like focus on that. So I was like, he must have handed me the right hand. Like, why wouldn't he? And so I just continued and it wasn't the right hand.
No, I don't know.
We have pictures of us like laughing about it. GXMEZ_ said, how did you know Ryan was the one? And so I'm not gonna cry on this. So I've always been very picky, so I haven't had very many boyfriends. So when I met Ryan and we started hanging out, it was crazy because I was able to be with Ryan for like 3 days and not be like, I'm gonna rip this guy's fucking eyes out.
3 days? It's been like 3.5 years.
No, but like at the 3-day mark, I was like, I still want to cuddle with this guy. Like, I haven't kicked him out of my house yet. This is super weird because I would always make guys leave like super soon after, you know, the thing. But the moment I knew I really like was in love with Ryan, we were at the Santa Monica Promenade and I came out of the Levi's store and I said to him, I said, you know, everything that I look at is more, oh my God, I'm gonna cry right now. Fucking fuck! I wasn't gonna cry right now because I already cried earlier. You suck. So I walked out of the Levi's store. It sounds so ridiculous. I walked out of the Levi's store and I looked at like the flowers and the sky and I was like, I can't even tell this story. I'm crying. But I looked at everything. I said, like, when I'm with you, everything is more beautiful to me. You're ruining my makeup. That was the moment that I realized that he was a keeper. Lick my tears. So now that I've composed myself a little bit, I guess when you know is when you can really be with someone and share everything, and like when you're with them, you're the happiest version of you that you could ever be.
This one comes from P Del Rio 76. He says, "Who's your favorite homo friend?"
P Del Rio.
You are, Philip. You are. Who's your favorite homo friend?
Philip.
Hi, Philip.
B.Fearless says, these are totally non-marriage questions, but what was your worst job ever? I assume you mean Ryan's worst job. And if you could ever dance around in San Diego in a fruit costume, what would you be? Favorite food. She put like 3 in 1.
That was a lot of questions. I feel like you're cheating.
I'm gonna take the food question. My favorite food is Mexican food. Go. Worst job ever, and what fruit would you be if you had to dance around San Diego?
See, I never had that many jobs.
What an asshole!
My first job ever was at Round Table Pizza. And I was like, I think I was literally 15 years old or 14 years old. And
is that even legal?
No, it's not. They found out I was that young. They never really, I guess, cross-referenced or whatever. So when they found out that I was only 15 or something, then
shame on you, Round Table.
All I could do was legally answer the phones.
And what fruit would you be if you had to dance around San Diego?
A banana. I love bananas, but I'm allergic to them, so I can't eat them. So I would definitely be a banana because it's weird. Dropkick Murphy says, what are your favorite things to do together and what do you guys not like doing together?
The only thing we don't do together is
we don't poop together, so because that's gross. That would be weird.
Although I can hear him from the other side of the room, as you'll see in next week's video.
That's weird. Yeah.
It is weird. It's very weird for me.
What are our favorite things to do together?
Drink wine.
I do love a glass of wine. I love to travel. I don't know. I love making video. I love doing everything with Kristen. It makes it so much more fun.
Just traveling and drinking wine. I'm just kidding. That's awkward. Lizzie_Goodwin says, what is the hardest part about living cruelty-free? I wouldn't say living cruelty-free is hard at all, except for when there's something on sale that I really want to get because it's such a great sale and it's cheaper than the cruelty-free stuff. Because I'm super cheap, but I always buy the cruelty-free thing. But let me kind of rephrase this for you because I want to answer this publicly, is what is the hardest part about living cruelty-free publicly? So the The problem with this for me, and the hardest part for me, is that from Arctic Fox sales that we raise through you guys and, you know, your word of mouth and all of that great stuff, we donate a huge portion of money every single year to different animal shelters. So I purchase cruelty-free out and about and stuff, and I try to make it a big part of my life on social as well. The hardest parts about living cruelty-free and having a public kind of persona and being online is that people give you shit for everything. You can do your hardest and just try your hardest to do everything for an animal and to spread the news and like the word and stuff, and you still get ripped apart. Like, no matter what you try and do good for something, not everyone, but people are going to find some shit that you're doing that they don't like and crucify you for it. So I'm like, go talk shit to somebody that's still eating pork or something, because I don't know, I'm trying my hardest over here. So
Kaggycorn asks, life before YouTube and Arctic Fox. Believe it or not, I used to be in finance.
AYEEMEERCYY.mu. You should take off some of those fucking letters.
Somebody had that without like the extra E's and Y's? Come on, really?
One of the things that I would say that would help any couple around the planet that we have gotten better at, which was actually a struggle in the beginning of our relationship, is communication. If you don't know how...
So cliche.
And it's so cliche, but this is how I break it down. So when we met, like, I don't know, certain things that I didn't think that he had a right to be mad about, I would be like, dismiss it and be like, you have no right to be mad about that. And he would do the same thing. And it's not about that. It's not about understanding why the other person is upset or agreeing with why they are upset. For instance, you say something and they're like, you know, that really hurt my feelings. You can't just dismiss their feelings and say, you know what, you don't have a right to feel that way. You're ridiculous. Get out of here. You can't say that. The better approach to that is, I don't understand. I don't agree with you, but I respect your feelings, and I will be sure to think of that next time and try not to upset you. I'm sorry. So you don't have to agree with everyone's, everyone grew up with different upbringing, and they look through life with a different paradigm, and it's just this whole different thing, and so you just have to respect them. And at the end of the day, you really need to be able to talk about things. If you can't respectfully, calmly discuss your feelings with one another and say, hey, you know, that really upset me or whatever, without the other person flying off the handle, there's just gonna be a long road ahead of you.
It was a really long answer. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. That you guys had some amazing questions, and
I wish we could have. I wish we could have gotten to them all. Please don't forget to subscribe. Ryan also has his own YouTube channel that he just started, and that will be linked in the description box below. So we will see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Why do you look so dark and I'm so pale?
Well, I'm guessing it's because you have 17 pounds of makeup on.
That's why I look pale?
Yeah, pale white makeup. Spackle.
You need more spackle.
Hello from our apartment in the sky.
Okay, well, let me say one.
Hold on.
Know. Whose farts smell worse? Mine.
That's not even a competition.
It's not. I'm not even gonna deny it, even on this is not television.
What the hell is that name?
Baka.